completely alone. Greater love has no one than this, that someone lay down his life for his friends. John 15:13. Marcus is a lonely boy. Every morning he dreads getting up and going to school. He hates it so much that he often pretends to be sick so he can stay home. He tries to be by himself at school, which is much easier than being around the other kids. For the most part, the kids in his class ignore him because he seems so quiet and weird. Sometimes, though, a group of kids make fun of him and call him mean names and hurt his heart so much he thinks he might actually die. He eats lunch by himself and tries to find a corner on the playground to hide in. Being at home isn't much better than being at school. He's the only child and none of the neighborhood kids are nice to him. He sees them playing outside together, but is too afraid to go and play with them. Church is a little better because all the parents make their kids be nice, but it's still sad for him. Marcus is in desperate need of a friend who will stand next to him and stick up for him. Marcus thinks that he will never have a friend who will help him at all. But Marcus already has that friend. Marcus has a friend who loves him so much that this friend actually died in order to be his friend. This friend cares for Marcus even though Marcus doesn't really pay attention to him at all. Marcus doesn't know that Jesus calls him a friend. Jesus is the one who knows everything about Marcus. He knows every thought. And he knows everything Marcus loves and everything Marcus hates. He knows what Marcus is scared of, and he's the friend that is there for him. Jesus' love for Marcus is the best love in the world. Jesus cares about every single thing that happens to each of us. Jesus and his Father loved us so much that they decided to do the most loving thing that has ever been done in all of history. They decided that Jesus would come and live as a human and experience loneliness and being made fun of. Jesus would do that without sinning against anyone. And then he would die on the cross for every time that we make fun of someone or ignore someone. He would live the life that we needed to live and pay for our sins. He did this because he is our friend. He's the only friend we will ever need. And the really good news is that he is the friend that we will have forever. Do you ever feel lonely like Marcus did? Are there any kids that you can think of who don't have many friends and who seem lonely? Thinking about Jesus' love for his friends will help you not only to not be lonely, but it would also help you when you're able to love those who are lonely. Have you ever thought of Jesus as a friend?